Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. It's the All On Me, the morning fucking drinking show. I'm your host, Greg. We getting you the what? Daily dose of fucking truth, man. Talking about life. We talking about life here every fucking day. I've been chronicling what? 10 years of transformation, 10 years of sobriety, manifesting my fucking best life, trying to inspire you motherfuckers to get off your asses, Goya, right? And start doing something. What the fuck are you waiting for today? It's a Monday, motherfuckers. Let's get after it. What the fuck? My day's already been fucking hitting hard, motherfuckers. The deads today. We start this week off in the middle of June. It's hotter than a motherfucker. Our forests are all on fire. This motherfucker's over there fucking lifting up 500 and some odd pounds. Deadlifting. Still putting in that work, right? Because it's a daily fucking journey, man. It's a daily process. Trying to become a better version of myself. I know who the fuck I was yesterday, and I'm just trying to do a little better than that motherfucker every single day. Just a little bit better. And we all have some area of our life that we need to improve. I don't care who the fuck you are, man. President of the United States, that motherfucker flew in here. Santa Fe, New Mexico, we got a huge wildfire, still burning, right? We got more fucking wildfires popping off. But even the president has some areas to improve. This motherfucker's president of the United States. He's been there and done that. Why he got to improve some shit? We all do. We all do. What are you working on? What are you working on improving with your own story, right? Do you realize that you're the master of your fucking story, right? I've been talking so much about loss, about transformation, manifestation, and taking what? Total fucking ownership. That's what it boils down to, right? We all want to blame somebody. We all want to blame somebody for our fucking heartache, for our pain, for our suffering, for why we feel like shit, why our circumstances aren't better, right? Who are you blaming? Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it that your life didn't go the way you wanted it to? Whose fault is it that you're not where you thought you would be at this stage in life, right? Who are you blaming, right? Are you honest enough to blame yourself? Right? You owe you, motherfuckers. I know we want to blame all these other motherfucking people. We want to put the buck, we want to put the fucking blame of our lives on somebody else. But look, I didn't get into that fucking situation right there. I could have daddy issues, I could have mommy issues, right? But how is that going to empower me to become better? How is that going to empower me to expand my fucking life, my presence, my energy? Right? Moving myself beyond a victim's mindset. You don't get there by blaming other motherfuckers, right? Some people do us wrong, right? But whose fault was it? Did you trust somebody that maybe you thought you could trust? That's an issue, right? A lot of people fake as a motherfucker, and we put trust in them. We put our confidence in them, and then when they break our fucking hearts, when they let us down, when they don't fulfill the expectations that we put on them, we're now the victim. We get to be, oh my God, I can't believe you did this to me. This is all your fault. Why can't you look in the mirror and say that, right? Do I have anybody that's got the balls? Even if you don't got balls, we know what we're talking about here. Courage, right? This week in the workplace, when you make a fucking mistake, when you mess up, anybody got courage, confidence, and the balls to say, you know what, I fucked that one up. I fucked up today. This is on me, motherfuckers. You know how people, they would be like, holy shit, your value would go through the roof. But everybody's playing scared. Everybody wants to be perfect, especially in the workplace, especially if you work in some little fucking toxic work dump, right? Where everybody's backbiting, everybody's talking shit, everybody's fucking looking to try and get an edge, look a little better than someone else, right? So you can get the next promotion so that your value, you outshine someone else. And that's all bullshit. I can tell you as a leader, I can tell you as an employer, right? I value people that say, you know what, I fucked this up. I'm going to take the hit. I messed it up. And I'm sorry that it's caused other people unpleasant circumstances in your situation. Why are we so scared to do that? Right? You guys know how it is. Oh, they did it. Oh, they told me to do it. Oh, if them, they. I love that. Especially when I was working like higher education, working in public education, you hear people say, hey, they said to do this. Well, who the fuck is they? I don't know anybody here with a first name they. Why don't we get specific? Why don't we hold people accountable? Why don't you hold yourself accountable for everything? You know how that would fucking just break forth your life in a positive direction? If you just said, you know what? I'm tired of fucking trying to pass the buck, blame everyone else for my circumstances. Yeah, people have fucked me up. Yeah, but did you learn the lesson? When you got fucked over by someone else, maliciously, intentionally, sometimes even unintentionally, right? We try to make shit out of anything we can, right? People have fucked you up. We've all fucked someone up. I have fucked people up. You have fucked people up. Why am I the only motherfucker that's willing to own the shit? It ain't the end of the world, but you got to own it. I fucked up. I had to do this recently, circling back with somebody. I lied. I told a lie. I couldn't fucking be courageous enough. I try to protect myself. I think, it's a fucking flaw and it's not good. But the only way that I'm going to become better, right, as a man, as a fucking human, is by doing what's right and saying, hey, I did this and I'm sorry. Whether that person forgives me, how they act, how that changes their perception of me, I have no control over that. Neither do you. But you got to be willing to have the courage to do what's right when it's time to do it. Right? When the fucking kitchen is hot, right? Don't worry about fucking cooling down the kitchen. Turn your fucking thermostat up. Rise to the occasion. Expand. Grow into a fucking better version of yourself. You know how good you'd feel getting some shit off your chest? Some of these white fucking lies. Especially you motherfuckers that go around cheating on people. God, I couldn't imagine the fucking pain of that. You kidding me? How do you live with yourself if you're doing that shit? You've stepped out of your relationship. You still tell someone, you kiss them, you tell them you love them, you look them in the eyes, but you sleeping with other people, you fucking around with other people. That's messed up, man. That is fucked up. Telling you. And you need to own it. But you probably won't, man. We're just going to keep lying. Whose fault is it? Right? And even in that situation, who do we blame? Oh, it's them. They stopped giving me a love. They're not giving me enough attention. They're not giving me enough affection. So the only way you can deal with lack of love, lack of attention, lack of affection is by going and screwing someone else. Trust me, that says a lot more about you than it ever will about somebody else. That's the problem here. Every one of your fucking mental struggles is not about someone else. When I see motherfuckers melting down, complaining, bitching and complaining about all this shit online, this does not say more about the shit. You are not just this observant, pretend fucking field journalist of fucking social media that you can call out shit. This says something about you. You are an unstable person if all you're doing, it's like that little, what was that little story, man? Crying fucking wolf, right? Chicken Little crying, right? The fucking sky's gonna fall. The sky's gonna fall, right? That didn't say shit about the sky falling. It says shit about that person being scared and afraid and unstable. How many motherfuckers are walking around doing that shit nowadays? I get on here. I am a very imperfect fucking human being. But every single day, I examine myself. I don't want to I'm not trying to fuck up other motherfuckers, but it came with getting honest with myself, getting real. And that's the message I keep telling you motherfuckers. That's the only way you're going to actually start to grow in life, have some new experiences, right? Start to feel a different way is when you actually start to examine who you are, and you need to right some wrongs. We all got wrongs that we need to right. We think we could just hide this shit and let time fucking be, right, our defense mechanism, because the more time that passes, the less accountable you are for bad shit. Bullshit. I love talking all this shit because I know I'm hitting motherfuckers. All different types, all different shapes, all different positions. There's a lot of leaders, man. There's a lot of leaders that get on this motherfucker. I'm hitting you. That's why you keep getting on here listening to this shit. because you know this is the fucking truth. We hide this shit. We hide it because why? We want perfection. We want acceptance. We don't want to feel rejected. We don't want to be flawed, right? It sucks. But the fucking coolest thing about it is the more real you get with yourself, the more real you start getting with people, the bullshitters fucking go away, man. And then you start circling yourself with more like-minded people. Like attracts like, the law of attraction. If you're always complaining and bitching, complaining about shit, guess what? You're going to be having a lot more shit to bitch and complain about. Do you realize that? Right? This is that whole Karen fucking thing, right? Them Karens always bitching and fucking complaining. Customer service, let me talk to the manager. Never satisfied. Guess what? You're going to only have more and more reasons in life to bitch and complain. I want to talk to your manager. I'm upset. And it is about what? Bullshit. Right? That's why someone like me hits so fucking hard. Right? I've seen real fucking suffering, motherfuckers. 250,000 people dying every fucking day. 250,000 people die every day. It's not just from fucking gun violence. It's not just from COVID, right? Most of you motherfuckers are killing yourselves just with the shit ass fucking nutrition you're putting in your fucking mouth, right? You're feeding yourself. That's your source of energy. Drive through fucking food. Good for you, man. Fuel up with fucking fat, grease, and oil, man. That's gonna do a body good. That's superfood, ain't it? Fucking super disgusting. Thank you for fucking logging on here, you motherfuckers. I love talking all this shit. It's passionate. I love inspiring people that are willing to fucking take that compression and run with it. Run with it, motherfuckers. Right? You want the compassion. You want to feel like, you know what? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's okay. Things happen. You'll get over it. Bull fucking shit. Take fucking ownership. Make shit happen. Right? I don't give a fuck what has happened to you. You have the power to do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to feel like shit, feel like fucking shit. Know that you are the person that's making yourself feel like shit. If you want to feel amazing, then you'll feel fucking amazing. Right? But don't just do this shallow bullshit that just gives you the hit of feeling good. Right? Going out to the club. Right? Oh, that was the fucking best night ever. And then you wake up in the morning, you fucking feel like dog shit. Come on now. That's not long lasting. That's not what real fucking living is. I went to that wedding this weekend, and I ain't judging people, but man, these people, they were acting crazy like a motherfucker. They were all getting liquid courage, man. I got girls throwing their panties at me. It was getting crazy. It was getting very crazy, man. A lot of sexual fucking energy in that room. And what was it all fueled by? Alcohol, man. Y'all motherfuckers got no guts in you unless you buzzed or drunk or whatever the fuck. You should have seen this shit, man. It was crazy. And I'm there just a sober motherfucker, keeping an eye on shit, keeping an eye on people, observing, right? And it's just interesting, man, how we just like, you can see these little wallflowers. They, shots. Everybody's getting trashed now. The wallflowers are fucking taking off clothes and dancing all over the fucking place. They got all this courage, right? They got all this confidence. But what does it take? It takes a substance to make you feel good about yourself, to feel like you can express yourself if you love to dance, if you love to move, if you love to flirt, if there's someone that you think is cute or hot or whatever the fuck, attractive. It takes you putting a chemical in you to get the fucking balls, the guts, the courage to go and talk to that person, have a fucking conversation. That's how weak we are as people. We need chemicals in order to fucking just function, right? To make connections. Like, what kind of relationship is that built on, man? There's no fucking way, man, that I'd be going to a bar to pick up on them ladies. Fuck no, man. No. I want to meet Mrs. Right, like on the top of a fucking mountain, right? At the end of a fucking long, hard day, busting out chainsaws, helping out fucking people with real suffering, responding to disaster. I want to meet someone just that's adventurous, right? That don't need to just sit around in a fucking bar all day getting drunk. sitting on their asses all day watching the tube. You know what I mean? I want people that are going to go and live life, right? And that's why I got fucking high standards. And that's how you change your life, by improving and increasing and elevating your fucking standards, right? Because if you just keep doing the same shit, how are you going to get different results? However, there is some stuff. That's kind of a tricky saying, right? The definition of insanity, we've all heard of that, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You got to take that in the context of literally doing the exact same thing over and over again, right? Someone like Thomas Edison, it took him 2,000 attempts to get the light bulb right. Do you think he tried the light bulb 2,000 times the exact fucking same time? Nope. That would be, right, the definition of insanity. Because I can tell you throughout my own life, one of the most important things to do has been resilience, perseverance, getting knocked the fuck down and getting the fuck back up. Getting knocked down and getting the fuck back up again. Getting knocked down and getting up again, motherfuckers. Right? I'm someone, I got 2 DWIs, domestic violence, expired fucking marriage. I keep getting on here every fucking day. Right? Am I proud of my failures? No. I wish they could be different. But wishing they could be different and actually getting them to be different, that's a fucking pipe dream. It ain't going to happen. I cannot change what has happened. I tell you guys about your story, you can give it new meaning, and you need to. Because if for someone like me, when I looked at that before I really started going through the healing process, when I used to think about that there's a mugshot that anybody can Google my name and there's a fucking mugshot of me, right? The bad guy, man, that would bring me so much fucking shame and embarrassment. So much. And even to this day, there is like a level of shame. Because I say, I wish things would have been different. But where I have empowered myself, and this is the lesson for you, hopefully in your life, and hopefully I haven't made these kind of fucking mistakes. Hopefully if you're headed in a trajectory that could maybe set you up for a big fall, that you'll stop and fucking turn your fucking ass around. Quit fucking around. Quit trying to fucking self-destruct. Stop doing that to yourself. That was my fucking MO, and it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. You being the sacrificial lamb, hurting yourself, harming your life so that people will rally around you. Man, people do that. Uh-oh. I love it when fucking just energy, thoughts, right? I just start channeling information that needs to be conveyed, inspiration that needs to be spoken into this world. See, the thing is the thing that really turned it around for me, I had to hit rock bottom. Man, I wish you guys wouldn't have to. But when I see that shit, it still has a level of shame. I look at it way different than literally January 1st. When I made up this little fucking graphic that you guys been looking at since the first of the year, right? It took me a long fucking hard thought, man. I had to really think about putting that shit up there. I mean, that's fucking major for me because that is a total mark of shame on my life, my story. But the thing is I've now taken the power back, right? I can no longer say whose fault is it. Oh, it's my mom's fault. It's my daddy's fault, right? It was, my ex's fault. It was this person's fault. It was the school teacher that didn't believe in me. It was their fault. It was my coach, that chewed my ass off. It was his fault. It was their fault. It's her fault. It's his fault. No, it's your fault. Just take ownership of it. It's not that fucking hard. Hey, I fucked up. Raise your hand this week. I challenge you. People will respect the fuck out of you. You would get like fucking 10 times, 10x fucking points if you were someone, because no one does it. Nobody does it. Nobody does it in the workplace. Doesn't matter what workplace. Nobody has the fucking cojones, the balls to say, hey, I fucked that one up in front of a group. I fucked it up, right? And I'm glad I do have that kind of integrity, right? I know I made a mistake when I was working at this nonprofit last year. And we had like these group huddle up meetings with like doctors and shit. And I was still pretty new employee, but I knew I had made a mistake that caused a rift. And man, that morning meeting came. I was nervous like a motherfucker. Nervous because I knew it was the right thing to do. I knew the right thing to do was for me to, like, when I had my fucking 15 seconds in the sun, for me to say, hey, blah, 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 this is about my program, but I don't want to get too caught up with that. I actually need to let everyone in this room know I owe you an apology. I fucked up. Right? Trust me. I gained a lot of fucking respect from that group because no one else had the fucking balls. No one has the balls to do it. Can you do it? That's my challenge to you. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Make it your fault, right? Even when it's not your fault, make it your fault. Take ownership. It fucking feels good, right? I've been telling my team here, there's a little bit of rift. There's like a little bit of like, I don't know, tension, right? Interpersonal tension with our team. We got a small team. One person makes some mistakes. It can cause a pretty unpleasant situation with a guest that's, again, all entitled. And this is my room, my this, my that. It's like, stop. You're fucking, here's your $100 back. Leave. It's not worth it. This is not yours, motherfuckers. You rented it for a fucking night. Stop. But there's like a little rift. And I'm over here saying, you know what? If you two aren't getting along, guess whose fault it is? It's my fault. But they're like, no, but you don't know. She blah, blah, blah. I'm like, stop. It's my fault. See, because I'm the one that has asked you guys to do all this stuff that can be considered disruptive to what you're used to. And because I'm the one that's asked for all this action to be taken that is very different than what you're used to, and it's very disruptive. This process has been a huge challenge. I'm saying, look, you guys are seeing down here at your level that it's you versus them, but I am the one that is initiating almost every one of your actions. And because you're having to do something new, you're a human, you're making a mistake, and then it's fucking going down to the next person in line, and it causes a chain fucking reaction. Guess where the fucking buck stops in fucking this neighborhood, motherfuckers? Right here, right now, with me, period. I'll take the fucking hit when it ain't even my fucking fault. If ain't anybody else gonna step up, I'll take the hit. I showed up. I must have been somehow a part of the decision making. We a fucking team, right? Or is it it's all about me? That ain't this fucking program. Get that through your fucking head. The it's about me motherfuckers are the ones that don't want to listen to this shit. The it's all on me motherfuckers are the ones that take what? Total ownership of their fucking situations. And they even take ownership of shit that ain't theirs. Because if you become a fucking problem solver, you don't care whose fucking problem it is. You want to make someone's situation, their fucking lives better, not worse. And there's a million ways you can do that every fucking day. And it starts by what? It's my fault. I'll take the blame. I fucked it up. This shit is simple. But we are so fucking afraid. We afraid. We got to be perfect. What about the next fucking rounds of raises? If I admit to doing something wrong, I'm a human and I got to be perfect. Or else what? I'm in jeopardy of losing my job, or I'm not going to be fucking, they're going to look better than me. What? Stop. And what sucks is most of your leaders are like this too. All these fuck faces that you guys are electing, they don't take. When was the last time a politician took fucking responsibility for anything? These leaders, you guys worship them. You guys get sweet talked by them. You worship these fucking politicians. When was the last time a politician said, you know what? We done fucked this up. We're going to fix it and get it right. When, motherfuckers? Never. They don't want you guys to have something to not elect them the next time. We got to lie. We got to fucking deceive. We got to deflect. We got to make it about somebody else. Get the tension off us. This is not us. Ooh. I know we fucked it up, but I don't want to take responsibility for this. That's some bullshit, punk ass motherfucking thinking. That's a loser's mindset, folks. That's a loser's mindset. Losers chalk up fucking blames. Right? Losers chalk up blame. Who to blame? Who's at fault? Losers do that. How do I know? Because I used to do that shit. Ain't nothing better than actually growing as a fucking human being. And right now is a really good time for you to do that. If you're hearing my voice, if you keep logging on here, right? Start fucking challenging yourself in some new ways. Quit bullshitting yourself. Quit making it sound like just listening's enough. No, life is about action. You can hear, you learn, right? It's about learning and it's about doing. What you learn, you do, especially if you're learning things that matter to you. If you learn something new, go fucking do it. I love you motherfuckers, man. I'm living my best life right now. It's incredible. I'm incredibly grateful, right? Whether I'm hitting the gym, whether I'm writing in my journal, whether I'm getting on this motherfucker, whether I'm helping out customers, leading a fucking team, volunteering on disasters, jumping out of fucking airplanes, soaking in them hot springs, hiking up fucking mountains, right? Calling people to cancel the reservations, knowing that that makes me feel like shit. Admitting that I fucked something up, right? Eating a delicious meal, eating fucking healthy, making a difference in this world. All of these things, right, are a part of life. The good, the bad, and the motherfucking ugly. But too many of us that grew up with trauma as a part of our fucking reality. We were terrified. We were made to think that the world wasn't safe. We were made to feel like we were not seen. We were insignificant, or we were even a fucking burden to our caregivers. To feel like a fucking burden as a child, fuck. All you could think about is what it would feel like to be accepted for who you were, because the people that's supposed to be watching after you, they ain't accepting you. If they can't even see you, right? If you have a feeling like you a burden, how are you supposed to feel accepted? So then all you want to do in your life, you guys see me get emotional? We do this shit here. This is real fucking talk. All we want to do in life is then be accepted. So we manipulate a lot of fucking ways. I know this has been my life's journey before I started getting right with myself. And unfortunately, it took a fucking huge loss for me to wake the fuck up. But I've been in a fucking 10-year fucking march to get my life back on track, to figure my life out, to make my life the most incredible life that I can make for me, motherfuckers. And I'm trying to fucking challenge you to do the same thing for you. You get to write your story, and if you don't realize, you've already written where you're at. And it sucks because so much of the things we hate right now, so much of the things that bring us pain, suffering, hurt, anger, frustration, guilt, shame, feeling fucking unworthy, right? It's shit that is like, it keeps building up like a snowball from the first time we were ever terrified and scared as a kid, as a child, as a baby. And it just keeps rolling down and getting bigger and bigger throughout our life. But it kind of changes in weird ways because we're not goo goo gaga and barely talking, but we yet still operate that hurt child with that unhealed trauma. And how do you heal your fucking trauma, right? How have I healed my trauma? Fuck. I've done a lot of things, you guys. Does anybody have a guess on what the fuck I've done? Right here, motherfuckers. Right fucking there every day. That is why that shit's there every day. And those timelines don't got shit to do with shit. You could max out on fucking mindfulness like all fucking day. Go on a damn retreat with yourself. Go take yourself on a fucking road trip to the fucking mountains. It's summer. The forests around here are closed, but go somewhere it's open. Get outside and go spend time with yourself. Disconnect. Go somewhere where there's no fucking service. fucking connect. Go have some conversations with yourself. Right? How the fuck do you heal trauma? You ask yourself in a very fucking lonely place, right? But it's not lonely. Because see, here's the thing. Even if you're someone that feels lonely, even if you're someone that feels unaccepted, trust me, there's a fucking incredible amount of other human beings that feel just like you, right? I think even the statistics say that it's like something like even 60% of people in relationships respond that they feel lonely, right? It might even be higher than that the last time I looked, right? There's a lot of loneliness because why? Because we're always projecting onto someone else to meet all our fucking needs. It's someone else's job to make me feel happy, to make me feel loved, to make me feel sexy, to make me feel handsome, to make me feel strong, to make me feel useful, to make me feel fucking having a purpose. It's someone else's fucking deal. No, that is not, that is totally broken. It's that mindset. At the heart of that mindset is what makes me want to destroy public education and rebuild it with the approach that emotional intelligence is the most important thing for humans to learn and grow and master, right? At the earliest ages, how to check in with ourselves, how to have a healthy relationship with yourself, how to realize that you and you alone are all that truly matter in this world, like understanding who you are. And here's the beautiful thing. The deeper I've gone in getting to know myself, the more connected I feel to all you motherfuckers. It feels connected, even more so. The deeper I get with myself. Some people would think, no, the deeper you get with yourself, all you give a fuck about is yourself. No, it's not. But there is something so important that we need to know how to take care of ourselves in a healthy way that puts us in the type of fucking dirt and soil that allows us to flourish and grow, motherfuckers. Think about the picture of a garden or a plant. Is anybody caring for some plants right now? Right? We ain't all born with green thumbs, are we? My mother, my two fucking step siblings, they both are all of them are green thumbs. Me, I rely on the miracle, and there is a miracle to growing. But there's bad soil and there's good soil. There's also bad fucking taking care of the plants and good. And some of us just have a stigma like we suck. Well, guess what? Allow yourself to suck, but then don't just accept that. If you think you suck as a gardener, go out there, watch some YouTube videos, read some books, practice, and try and improve every day as a gardener. If you apply yourself to learning more and more as a gardener for a year, 30 minutes a day, will you be a better gardener in a year from now? Yes, we all know this shit. But we get so caught up in life. We get so caught up in what we don't have, right? That's our focus. What don't you have right now? That's what you're focused on. Instead of valuing and appreciating and having a fucking attitude of gratitude for what you got. And the most important thing that I'm going to tell you guys, the secret, you guys want to know the secret to what you got? This is something I learned. Here's the secret, motherfuckers. Listen, listen, listen. Right? The secret is you have everything you need right now to be successful, to improve your situation. There's nothing more you need right now when you are hearing this message, right? Nothing. Other than acknowledging that you have everything you need right now to improve your life in any way you desire. Is it going to happen instant? No, that's the problem. Is it going to take forever? No. It could for some of you. But most people that put a genuine goal out there with some hunger, determination, support, encouragement, right? And continue to reinvest in the idea every single day, you will fucking hit that target. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the 2000th time like Thomas Edison with a motherfucking light bulb, But if you continue to evaluate and to adjust and to look and to focus on whatever it is that you want to achieve, you will get there. Nothing can stop the determination of a creative human being that is on a mission, that truly has burning desire in their heart and in their soul and in their mind, and is taking good care of themselves. I'm trying to inspire you guys to figure out what is going to take for you to get there. And every day I come with something different, but it all connects, right? It's all a part of the big fucking picture. One of the big things in my healing has always been therapy, and I've done multiple types of therapy, right? Therapy is not just sitting down and fucking laying on a couch talking to somebody. There's a lot of different methods of therapy that have been beneficial. That happens to be one. But I can honestly tell you, in the 10 years of therapy I've probably had a lot more. It's close to 50-50. I was going to say a little more bad than I have had good. Bad therapy. But the good, even if the good was less, and I'm just talking in terms of time, right? So in 10 years, if I've been going to a therapist for 10 years, it's probably been 60% bad, just unproductive, right? Kind of talking in circles. And then it's been about 40% productive, moving fucking mountains, thriving. But I can tell you that even though 40 is less than 60, the 40 far outweighs the 60, because it took the 60 to get the fucking gains that I am at 40. And as I continue to move on, guess what? It's a measure of time. So the 40 will continue to grow, and we'll end at the with it being 100%, right? Not 100, but you know what I'm saying. Mostly it's going to be better because it was all worth it. Unfortunately, too many motherfuckers, you don't like resistance. You don't like to have to persevere, right? You don't like something opposing you. And most of the times we opposing our fucking selves. We holding ourselves back because why? We won't take responsibility. We can't say, I fucked up. Can you? That's the challenge. Whose fault is it, motherfucker? Guess what? With me, in my life, it's my fault. It's my fault when I kick ass, and it's my fault when I fuck up. I'm taking up both fucking pieces of that. And I'm trying to spend a lot more time appreciating the times when the fucking losses equal the wins, and the wins can stack on top of themselves, one after another. Keep fucking winning in life. Start to develop a winner's fucking mindset, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me. Greg's out.